Welcome back. We're looking to redeem ourselves after last game's efforts. Played Graves and it didn't go in our favor. So if you missed that game and you want to review it, just have a look, see what might have went wrong. There's a lot of early macro mistakes that I made, and we also just had flaming teammates. So it's good to learn from these games, not to take the negativity into your next game. So this game we're going to try and maintain our positivity, not dwell on last game's loss and the trolls in the game prior. Yeah, I think you can learn a lot from last game, so I'll put it up the top. Learn things from a loss. You'll actually learn more from the loss than a win, of course. Just like anything. It's important you actually learn from losses, and that'll help you grow and become a better player in general. So after last game, just going to mute all right off the get-go, because sometimes I feel like you'll string along a few toxic players game after game, so until you get back into like more of a positive queue. I do feel like you get negative queues sometimes. So when I play in those queues, I will mute all and just play my own game. So now let's jump into like the matchups. Gangplank, Vladimir's like, it's probably more Vladimir favored just because of Vladimir's range. Unless the Gangplank is just godlike. You can only really gank Gangplank if he's like pushed up past the middle of lane. And yeah, if he's used his orange. You want to make sure you're going to hit his barrels as well if you're running into that lane. You don't want to get comboed by them. You're going to take away his escape path as well by cutting him off behind him, hitting his barrels if you can. That's just going to prevent him from escaping or just damaging you. But we're going to look to do like a farm style path, and that's why I cleared my wolves into Grom, into blue. So then I'm putting that topside camp, putting those topside camps onto a respawn timer faster. I only do these into games where I have scaling laners. Yeah, and just slow laners in general. That gives you an opportunity to farm a bit more. Like if you've got aggressive laners, you don't want to be just sitting in the jungle farming. You want to be helping them out. Getting them snowballing, getting them just absolutely dominating the early game. And this is going to also help you get objectives. You're going to have lane priority with those players being fed. I'm just pinging and hovering here because we know that Singe is MIA. That's why I dragged that Krug. And it's important to be watching the map as you're farming. Like, it's a major thing. Just like track the enemy jungler, track the mid laner. It's rather suspicious going Singe mid. That's why I'm tracking him. And that's why I was able to show up there, because like I had a hunch that he was going to show, or he was just going to push out lane and roam bot. That was his game plan. Bit of a waste of time here. So just instant B. I don't want to lose my topside camps. Most likely Rengar, like I've wasted too much time, so Rengar is going to be in my topside. If he's a decent Rengar anyway. Yeah, I'm pinging, but there's not really much anyone can do. As much as we want to kill him, it's not going to happen, my friend. So Vladimir's, under half health, so we don't really want to gank him. I know GP's pushed up, kind of off tempo, and I lost wolves. So because I only have one camp up, yeah, I wanna highlight why I'm doing this, because it's a little bit strange, and that's because I have one camp up, dragon spawning like bots. I could look to just clear those raptors and then hover bot, which is probably the best play here. What I'm doing is a bit troll, especially with like, yeah, Singe being MIA running back to lane. Need to just try and get out. I know, Galio was just standing around a bit there, so that's why I get a little bit frustrated at him. But all in all, yeah, we probably could have killed Singe. But I'm putting myself in very poor position by invading the Rengar. I definitely could have, like, we didn't have Krugs up, so I could have just taken the Raptors. Yeah, I'd take Raptors, Krugs, wait for Krugs to spawn, wait for my bot lane to run in. And the enemy was actually here, so I definitely could have ganked. That would have been the best play. And Rengar was about here, so I would have been ganking. And Rengar can't move, he's too far away. Yes, my play could have worked here where I was trying to escape. Galio ran in. Maybe we could have CC'd the Singed enough to kill him, but it's a coin flip play, and I really hate playing coin flip. As I always say in most of my videos, I don't play coin flip style gameplay. If you do get tilted or something like this does happen, sometimes it's best to like just go straight back into a full clear. Clear your camps, get your tempo back, even if it means sacrificing, say, an objective. Say if I lose this dragon, I'm just refreshing, getting the gold, securing tempo, and then after this I can then re-evaluate what I'm gonna do. Like, can I make a play while these camps are on cooldown? Can I make a play in the bot lane? Can I make a play for the dragon? Or can we dive the gangplank sort of thing? Especially after hitting like 6 here as well. You can look for a dive top if the situation came to it. Also depends on, like, when you're playing Kayn, what form you're going for. So like, ultimately I want to go red in this match. And that's because they have 3 early champions. I think I would have picked Kayn in this match because either Graves got banned or I had to first pick. Which I don't mind first picking Graves, so maybe Graves was banned. I'm going to play for Grubs because we have a split push style team. We'll have that Galio in the side lanes looking to just push waves in and then join team fights. Got Vladimir as well. It's going to really help out. Going to help funnel gold into our Vladimir as well. Not too worried about the first Chem Drake. And then I'm just going to rotate straight into my bot side quadrant because I don't want Rengar to... Yeah, see that I just took Grubs and then path into that. I'm just going to catch the mid lane as well because I'm not toxic. Yeah, I reacted in the scene before, but I'm not going to just troll him now for the rest of the game. And that something fatal happens in this moment. Something so bad. I remember this. And we DC. So this can definitely happen when you're trying to climb. Like, I never ever DC. My internet's pretty good here in Australia. And my PC is good too. So I can't really remember. Maybe my dog like bumped the router or something crazy. So anyway, just like 9 minutes in, get DC'd on a winnable game. I remember being so tilted. Yeah, so after our loss, our fatal, tragic loss with that Kassadin last game, we then get matched into this game and my computer DCs me, my internet DCs me. And like, that's gonna like obviously put you in the worst mindset. So it's very, very important that after 2 bad luck things happen to you, that you just stay positive, keep your head in the game. Don't retaliate, pop it on the chin, and look to move on. We'll jump right into the next game, and I'm going to show you what I would do in games like, or when this happens to me, this might be the next day, I might just not be having a good day. Yeah, I always say this in all my videos, if you're having a bad day, you had a shit day at work, shit day at school, whatever you're doing, I don't know, just a general shit day, don't play the game, or you can play the game, just don't play ranked if you like really do care about ranked. If you don't give a shit about ranked, then obviously it doesn't matter, but you're probably not watching you probably wouldn't be watching my videos if you didn't give a shit about ranked. But yeah, just don't queue up, go to sleep, wake up, try and wake up on the right side of the bed tomorrow, and then get back to grinding ranked. Get yourself into a better frame of mind. Yeah, so I want to get the cheeky ward in on Karthus. Karthus is going to obviously try and clear as fast as possible. And Olaf's the same. Similar style junglers. And the reason I picked Olaf was because I like to play Olaf into Karthus players. Especially if they're running exhaust, they got no escape. You just run them down. You can invade them. You know where they're pathing. Things like that. I also like playing, I think the majority of their team I just enjoyed playing Olaf into, so any game with champions that have a lot of immobile abilities, or just champions with immobility, then yeah, I'll click Olaf straight away, lock him in. Just run them down. Zaya's like a semi-counter to Olaf with Zaya ultimate. There's that disengage. Yeah, Olaf's one of the fastest clearers in the game. I always put my 2 points into Q as well, don't get W. Unless there's like some sort of invading threat, like a Kha'Zix or something, then yeah, you want to get your defense. But typically Olaf thrives off low health. You're going to clear way faster, you're going to have way more attack speed. And yeah, you're going to be able to pull or hit more E's. Because your auto attacks reduce the E ability cooldown. Bit of a waste of time going for this tier. It might pay off actually. I lied, it was not a waste of time at all. It was well played from TF. Got the solo on Karthus. I wonder how, I don't even know how that happened. For Karthus not to be clearing healthy is very strange in this elo. Yeah, you gotta stay on tempo when you're playing into Karthus. Don't want him to have any sort of opportunity to steal your or farm your camps. You need to make sure you're hitting them as they respawn in higher elos.
An ally has been slain.
We can assume that Karthus is clearing. He would be around this area. He's gonna go up on time. Sometimes if you're on tempo, you got this information yet, and you're playing Olaf, then you can choose to run into his jungle. And that's when you can start carrying the game hard. I usually like to do it once I get ultimate. And then you can like 2v1, 1v2. Yeah, clearing top to bot on the blue side with farming jungle like Olaf and a fighter jungle. Really good because you can, if you're on tempo, you can clear the Drake as it's spawning. Especially if, like, Dave Carter started on his bot side, he'd be in his top side quadrant as this is spawning. Pathing through here. But obviously we know Karthus is around his Krugs right now. Fresh with the 1v2. Yeah, so everything's going our way really right now. We're on tempo, picking dragons up, bot lane's carrying practically. And there's just nothing on the map for Karthus to trade. How is Karthus supposed to gank top when Warwick's just pushed up proxy farming?
Enemy killing spree.
Pretty unlucky.
An enemy has been slain.
Karthus is positioned there because he knew that I took the dragon. So he's just trying to trade my topside camps. They weren't spawned in time for him to take them. And that's because we've been macroing correctly. You're putting your camps onto cooldown on the top side before taking dragons, and the enemy jungler can't take your top side camps off because they're on cooldown. And at this point of the game, I want to focus objectives. I'm not going to make invades or anything crazy like that on the bot side. Because I'm at such... I've got my ultimate coming out, Flash, the Smite. We're in a position to take objectives and fight the objectives and push the enemies away. Or try and pull them to the objective as well. So if they do come to the objective, then I'm just going to be able to run them down. Ideally, we want to force these early game skirmishes now that we're so strong. That was not good play. We should have won it, but I just didn't play it right. It was an auto attack joke. I'm just gonna apologize straight away for that ridiculous play that I made earlier. We should have won it, but it just didn't. Just poor micro. I mean, this guy's playing ridiculously aggressive. He could just camp top. Life still saves him. Does he have Thorn? He's got a Thorn out as well. He's got Flash. It's not that bad. He's going Quincy's Rageblade first, Warwick. Or he's probably better off getting like a Blade of the Ruined King or something. I don't know. Not a Warwick player. You'd think Blade of the Ruined King Rush would be good into the Ornn though. He's gonna need a Stride Breaker there, the Warwick. So he probably goes Stride Breaker then what the Blade of the Ruined King. Because we have so much change. He's gonna stick to the Ornn, but the rest of the team can peel him. And if he tries to face tank me, I'll probably just be able to 1v1 him.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, that was an elite hook by throw.
Destroyed.
Nice play from the tier. I realised how risky it was walking up into that brush with a Viger that went MIA. Probably respecting that Warwick way too much. Warwick's a little bit troll. A bit brainless.
An enemy has been slain.
Karthus should not be showing on the map until he's cleared all of his camps off. Definitely fight him there. I just wanted to make sure Warwick wasn't going to show up. And if I die with all my camps on the map, kind of troll, so that's why I just fall back. Yes, we could have killed the Karthus. But at what cost?
An ally has been slain.
The glass cannon build. The Warwick glass cannon build. In rank. He can't 1v1 me. The build ain't it. He got one popped by Thresh Q. You notice how we're trying to be extra positive in this match, even though the last 2 games for me have been hell. Getting back into that rhythm. Making sure we're not dwelling on the past 2 games, the past 2 losses, the random AF, the random disconnect, and then the troll Kassadin, back to back. I have that winner's queue mentality to win.
An ally has been slain.
Crazy. Storm just got his team into that position. nice. That's worth. Did she do it?
Killing spree.
I'm gonna say worth. That.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I think I'm just trying to slow this game down. Not overforce a rift, especially while ult's on cooldown. Trying to ping Thresh to ward out. Get priority on that bot side. It's not great if we lose ult. Trying to give that to the on. Probably better to just take it. Speed things up, then you can capitalize more off the kill faster. So getting the plating on that tower for Ornn would be better than him getting the kill and it being slow. And rotate the dragon quicker. That's why Karthus will be trying to rush it. Just bad gameplay from Karthus. Like, it's smart. He should have been on the dragon. He just missed the smart.
An enemy has been slain.
And in high elo, that little bit of delay on that Viger kill top, you will lose the dragon there. This game's a little bit different, but normally you would lose that dragon. Not being on tempo. Even here, like, we're messing around too much. I can easily take the rift if that was smart. The dragon, then we should insta reset to protect rift. I think this game's a little bit forgiving, so. In a perfect world though. Yeah, you want to go base straight away. After dragon. I don't want to be losing any objectives. Playing Olaf and being like having this KD. Be contesting every single objective, not giving any objective. I want to look for skirmishes early game. That's how this champion wins games. He thrives off fighting, playing early game. Early to mid game. Look at that, I missed the Rift Arrow because this fight happened. Kind of rough.
An enemy has been slain.
No one picks up on it either. Rift be chilling.
Killing spree.
We're still denied Rift, but it would have been better to pick it up. I'll close this game out. This Warwick build.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, so now it's important to try and go base, Baron spawning, get an item power spike. You can afford to buy items, spend all your gold, and we want to close the game out with this lead. It's 14 versus 29. We don't give Viger an opportunity to scale because he can solo carry. He's a good Viger. Just trying to communicate. Let's start setting a Baron up. Get their head thinking about Barons. Objectives are powerful at pulling players out of the base. Say if you couldn't push these towers here, keep pushing up, and you just can't seem to crack the towers. When Baron, the whole idea of objectives is to get these guys, say if they're sitting under tower, and Baron spawns, it's gonna force them to come to the Baron. And then if you're playing champions like Olaf, you've got a fighting kit. That's the best case scenario, especially if you're fed. And if you can pull them away from the tower, then you can ace them. And then there's no one left to defend the towers. And that's why they put objectives into League of Legends. I know it's quite simple, or common knowledge. I guess some people probably don't understand that or know that, but yeah, it pulls the players away and basically causes fights to happen. Because humans are curious, jealous beings, and they want to have some of the Baron, or they want to see what's going on. They can't seem to give things up. They don't want the Baron to just get killed without being contested. Koreans are big for that as well. They always contest objectives. Yeah, it was really, if we focus these early game dragons to try and push for a soul, you can get an early soul as well on a fighter champion. It's gonna help you big time. And what I was trying to explain earlier, if you're playing Olaf and want to pull champions away from their lanes to come to objectives so that you can fight them, well, like, that's why you play Olaf, so that you can secure certain objectives from the enemy. Say if you counter that Karthus, he can't contest those dragons, so that allows for you to get early dragon souls. You need to make sure you're realizing stuff like this. What can you play for? What is going to pull the enemies away from lane? And help you, and help with your win condition.
Killing spree.
If you're ignoring things like this and you're playing champions that basically allow you to do things like this, then you're not playing the champion correctly. It's not necessarily mechanics, it's just like the game knowledge of like when you should push for objectives, what objectives you should be securing for your win condition. Like Fire Soul is really good for like poking champions. Caitlyn loves Fire Soul. Any champions with poke. And you want to make sure when you're pushing with Baron that you're on these waves. So Ornn ideally needs to wait for the next wave, and then the rest of the team needs to cooperate with whatever wave is pushing up. Ideally you want to hit all towers at the same time, and what that's going to do is pull at least 3 champions away, and then there's going to be 2 champions left to either collapse maybe on the TF, and if 3 champions go to the TF, and there's like 3 of us in the mid, so if it takes 3 to kill TF, that creates an overlap in these lanes. So Ornn can take this tower, and we can take the tower mid while TF might die topside. But it's worth the death as long as you get like 2 inhib towers. So yeah, you don't want to die here. You want to make sure you're pressuring. Now these guys are going to rotate for Ornn, so it's going to be a good example. That's why TF's able to get this for free. Now they can push for this.
Destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed and slain. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I got an OLED monitor and it's like
Has been slain.
refresh rate so fast it hurts my eye. It's like the adaptive sync.
Your team has
You think you're upgrading to an OLED, but little do you know,
Your team has destroyed an
it's really more
inhibitor.
painful on the eyes, like the eye strain, headaches and stuff. There we go. I think this is going to put us 1 or 2 games away from Diamond. We might even get my LP reduction because of that AFK last game. Let's see. There is quite possibly an LP reduction. 3 LP. It's not that bad. Would have been on 76, so I still need 2 wins regardless. If you enjoyed, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.